Okay, so I'm trying out some different methods for the stitch part of the stitch and glue technique. And the standard procedure, as I understand it, is to drill holes and feed through a piece of copper wire about yay long. So you feed that through that hole and this hole, and then you twist the ends together. So you get all these little copper bits. Now copper is kind of expensive, so I've been trying to figure out a few different ways. It's also kind of slow to go like this. It's not too bad, but anyway. So I've tried sewing with copper wire as though it were thread, which works okay. It's kind of cumbersome. Maybe with thinner wire it might be okay. But I'm also trying hemp string. So I've drilled holes not directly in line with each other, but offset, just like I did here, offset, offset. So this hole here is in between these two holes here, which facilitates the sewing process. And so I've continued that with some string here, and I just made a kind of a needle with some give me that, with some thin steel wire. Just fold it in half, and using that as a needle, just like that. Easy. So this way I can just pull on here and tighten up the whole structure, like so. Yeah. Now the only issue that I can see so far is that, for example, down here, as I was stitching these together, sometimes this panel would be too far in this way, and I could just take a hammer or whatever and just like smack on the inside here, and just like reach around the other side of this wall here and bash this way, and it would bend the copper wire a little bit and push this whole wall out until it became flush with the floor here, more or less. And also it's partly just the friction from these being tight that presses the wall down onto the floor and keeps it from slipping back, but also partly bending the copper wire. And of course string doesn't really bend and stay like that, so I'm going to have to rely on the friction only, which might get kind of interesting. But I don't know, I guess if I end up with a bit of a lip here, it won't be too big. It'll be like maybe 1/4 inch at most. I'll just sand it off. But yeah, hopefully I can get these flush, more or less flush, like so. And we'll see.